Okay, this is a trick called Fade Out by Maya. You basically start by telling a story of how you've always been interested with memory and how some things we remember really brightly and vivid and other things tend to just fade away over time. And you can illustrate this with a deck of cards. I got a pretty standard deck of cards here. All the faces are different as well. And what you're going to ask your spectator to do is name any face that they see in this deck. So we're going to choose a face to remember. And you just spread through, you can spread through, and in this case we'll name the 10 of hearts. And what you do now is you say, well, that's interesting because you've chosen a point in time, we've chosen something to remember. And we'll always remember the 10 of hearts, even when it's lost in the deck. Even when the deck is turned over, we still remember the 10 of hearts, we still have a vivid imagination of that 10 of hearts being there and its bright colours and the hearts and the 10, even when the rest of the deck just seems to fade away. The cards that weren't important to us just seem to fade away, just the ink just seems to brush off that deck because they weren't important to us. We didn't choose to remember them. But the one thing we did remember as vividly as ever was the 10 of hearts, and we'll always remember the 10 of hearts. I'll put that down there for now. And the rest of the cards can be sort of dealt through. You can give them to the spectator at this point. They really are just normal blank cards. And they can deal through them. And you say, it's interesting because even though something as vivid as ever, this can happen quite quickly, like it did just then. But it can happen the other way around as well, because even though something we thought we saw as vivid and bright and remembered, doesn't take much to make the ink just completely disappear from that card as well. And it's